So you're thinking about buying a house and you're wondering, do I really need a realtor? Well, the short answer is no. You don't have to have one. You can buy a house without a realtor, and in some situations, maybe to some buyers it might make sense. But there's also some risks and challenges to consider. So let's break it down, the pros and the cons, so you can decide what's best for you. First, let's talk about why some buyers might choose to go it alone. Maybe they're thinking about the potential savings on commission. Realtors don't work for free, and when there's a buyer's agent involved, they have to be paid, whether that comes from the seller directly or from the buyer. If you don't use a realtor, there's no buyer's agent commission to account for, which means you might be able to negotiate a lower purchase price or reduce your out-of-pocket costs. This can be especially appealing if you're buying a home that's listed as for sale by owner. This means the seller isn't already factoring in agent commissions. The second thing is there's more direct communication, possibly. Without a realtor, you're dealing directly with the seller or their agent. No middleman could mean quicker responses, direct negotiations, and possibly a more straightforward deal, if you know what you're doing and are brave. Number 3, more control over the process. Some buyers like handling everything themselves, choosing which houses to see, scheduling showings, researching the market, and negotiating their own deal. If you're confident in your ability to navigate the process, you might enjoy having full control. Now, that all sounds great, but let's talk about the challenges that come with buying a home without a professional representing you. Let's talk about the cons. So first, limited market knowledge. Especially in Texas, one of the biggest challenges is that Texas is a non-disclosure state. That means the final sales price of a home is not public record. Websites like Realtor.com and Zillow might show you listing prices, but they won't tell you what similar homes actually sold for. So without access to the MLS data, something that realtors have, it's hard to know if you're getting a good deal. You might end up overpaying for a house, or worse, assuming you're getting a bargain when you're not. A realtor helps you analyze the true market value of a home based on real, up-to-date sales data that you wouldn't otherwise have access to. Second, negotiating without expertise. Real estate transactions involve a lot of negotiating: price, repairs, closing costs, contingencies, and more. Sellers and their agents have experience in this, and if you don't, you could end up with a deal that isn't in your best interest. Third, navigating legal and contractual issues. The purchase contract is full of legal terms, deadlines, contingencies, all this stuff that protects you as a buyer. But missing a deadline or misunderstanding a clause could mean losing your earnest money, or worse, getting locked into a deal with hidden issues, or something that you just don't even want. 4, extra time and stress. Realtors coordinate everything: showings, inspections, paperwork, deadlines, and negotiations. Without one, all of it falls on you. If you have the time, energy, and patience to handle it, great. But if not, it can be very overwhelming. So, should you buy a home without a realtor? At the end of the day, yes, you can, and maybe in some situations it might make sense. Maybe you're buying from a trusted friend or a family member, you have a strong background in real estate yourself, or maybe you're an attorney. But for most buyers, having a professional in your corner helps protect your interests, avoid costly mistakes, and makes the process so much smoother. So while going it alone, having an experienced realtor guide you through the process is usually the better choice. I hope that helps. Let me know your thoughts. Have you ever bought a house without an agent? Would you? Drop your comments below.